Hey guys, thanks so much for stopping by my channel and hanging out with me for another video. So in today's video, I'm just going to be sharing with you some things that I got up to in a productive few days. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen some snippets of the behind the scenes of what I've been up to this week, but definitely I've been focusing on health, on wellness, on just planning some goals out for the future. I made a new vision board and I just had a massive declutter. So I recently decluttered and organized my garage, and I think that sort of has spurred me on to do a couple more projects that I'll be sharing with you throughout this video. So just starting off here, I am making what I'm loving lately, and that is my green juices. So I just use whatever I've got on hand. So celery, cucumber, apples, I put in some ginger, I put in lemon, pretty much whatever I have available, and then just juice that up. Sometimes I have green juices, sometimes I have green smoothies, but honestly, since I've been having this, I've been feeling so much more like energized and just having a little bit more zing. In line with that kind of more healthy habits, I've been looking for DIY homemade alternatives to some things that I usually buy at the supermarket. And one of those is the Plantitude vegan breakfast biscuits. So they're kind of oats and all healthy. So I have been testing a couple of different recipes, and this one I really like. So it's got sort of like an oat base. I think in the recipe they're called oatmeal raisin breakfast cookies or something like that. They didn't turn out really like kind of biscuits or cookies as in they're crunchy. They actually had the consistency more like of bliss balls sort of, but they were really tasty. So I'll definitely leave the recipe linked down in the description below. If you are interested in making these, they were just like something to have as, you know, when you've got like a bit of a hankering for a sweet something, but you want it to be something more on the healthy side. These actually have no like refined sugar at all. They've got dates and they have like, I think 2 tablespoons of golden syrup, and that's it for the sugar component. The thing that I really liked about this recipe was that it gave you heaps of options. So it gave you like a list of 5 different things you could choose for your sweeteners, and then it gave you alternatives if you wanted them less sweet to take out some of that ingredient and then to put in something extra. But these turned out really well and I really like them. I'll definitely be making them again, although they're not exactly like cookies when they're baked. Next thing I got up to on Friday was to do a massive declutter of the utensils drawer. I don't know about you, but if you have got more utensils than you've got room for and that you really need, definitely give it a good declutter. It only takes a couple of minutes. It definitely change your life and make cooking so much easier. I also shared another few projects on Instagram, so if you are not following me there, definitely go and check it out. I am putting a lot more effort into creating content on Instagram and sharing all my little quick tips and hacks on kitchen organization and just like organizing projects in general. So definitely go out and check out at the Sunday Stylist on Instagram. Here I'm just sharing a little hack where I put all my tea and coffee cups that I had trouble reaching from the back of the cabinet onto a Lazy Susan, so I could choose whichever one I wanted without them coming and falling on my head. I also shared where I pick up most of my cleaning supplies from, and that at the moment is the Reject Shop. It's a kind of dollar store that we've got here in Australia, and definitely worth checking out the Reject Shop if you're in Australia for any kind of home organization, kitchen supplies, cleaning products. Yeah. Check out the Reject Shop next time you're in the store. So I mentioned in my last 2 videos, the garage declutter videos, that I didn't know if we were going to be living here in this place. And a lot of people were like, why are you moving? Like some people were like, oh, why? It seems really nice there. And other people were like, yeah, it just didn't really seem to suit your vibe. Lots of reasons why. Number one is definitely the noise. So in my last apartment, we were basically 27 levels up. So the noise was pretty minimal besides occasional noise from neighbors. You didn't really get much traffic noise. You could hear it kind of outside if the door was open, obviously. But there was no like constant traffic noise. There was no like neighbors. There was no street noise. There was definitely none of this crow noise that I'm surprised you haven't heard it 15 times already since I've been recording this, because there is like, I reckon about 25 to 30 crows that live in this little area in the streets around here, and they literally go mental from the time the sun goes up to the time the sun goes down. And if you have ever lived where there's crows, you'll know that they are the most annoying sound, and when it's always constantly in the background of all the things that you either film or when I record voiceovers, and you have to edit out all that background racket, it is just like, oh my god. All the windows and doors are shut. And you try to record a voiceover. Will you get the crows for me, Freddy Bear? Will you get the crows for me? Tell them to be quiet. Tell them to be quiet so I can finish filming. Come on. So definitely the noise is one thing. The other thing is either you can just hear the cars like going past now, and if I'm recording like a voiceover, obviously I want it to be really nice and quiet, or if I'm recording a like talk to the camera type video, anything that's not just going to be blocked out with music playing over the top of it. The other thing is we've got sort of 5 neighbors in this kind of townhouse complex type thing, and they're most, like by and large, mostly really good, but there's one neighbor that's a little bit more on the kind of party life side of things. So they have not like massive doof parties or anything like that, but they very often have kind of largish gatherings of people drinking, and you know, not even hugely loud music, but just like people coming and going past your front door. And then obviously you can hear people talking loudly and, you know, drinking and everything like that. I also think that they are, well, I don't think, I know, but they are they're smoking more than Marlboro Lights, let's just say that much. Which, you know what, that's fine if that's your thing, but, you know, is that something that I really want my kids kind of growing up around? You know, my older son's turning 15, so I think he's old enough to kind of be sus about when you're out in the backyard and you smell something kind of a little bit strange. Yeah, so that's another thing. just it's so dark in here. Like, it is so dark, and the kitchen is really dark, and I don't know, a lot of people have really mixed feelings about either white cabinets in their kitchen, or if they like dark cabinets. Me personally, 100%, I am team white kitchen. Definitely, it is so light and it is really bright. It's great for filming. In this kitchen and in this space particular, it's really, really dark, which is, on one hand, again, it's got pros and cons, because Brisbane is really hot in summer, and can potentially be hot throughout the year. The sun is, like, the house is positioned so that it doesn't get massive hot direct sun, which the other apartment did, which made it really, really hot from, you know, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was pretty much unbearable to have any windows or curtains open in that apartment from 3 o'clock until basically sunset through the summer months. But here it's been pretty good. So we've had a full summer here, and it hasn't ever been super unbearably hot, where you've got to kind of keep, you know, all the doors and windows all closed up to keep the heat out and the aircon running constantly. So that is a good thing about it. I also love the outdoor area that I did up. So the courtyard is amazing. But I guess, like every place, there's going to be pros and cons. So I don't know. The thing that I dislike about it most is about the noise and how much it impacts when I film things and when I record voiceovers. And I mean, that is like pretty much my livelihood and the way that I make money. So if I have to, you know, re-record the same thing 150 times over just to get it without any noise in the background, it can get pretty annoying and frustrating. Yeah, but besides that, I do like the place. I would probably like a place that had a bigger kitchen, just to be able to, you know, fit some more appliances and things. It's pretty tight at the moment, and I know it's bigger than a lot of people's kitchens, and people are going to say, I've got a tiny kitchen, you've got a huge kitchen, you don't whinge about anything, you've got no right to whinge about anything. I'm just saying, I would like a bigger kitchen, just to be able to fit more appliances and do more cooking in. We've done heaps and heaps of cooking recently. I've done more cooking, like probably in the last 6 months, and like especially since we've been here, than probably ever before, because I'm really being really strict and trying not to use like too much Uber Eats, trying to save money and not just rely on Uber Eats every time I kind of have a busy day or don't feel like cooking. So lots of meal prepping and stuff in the past few months since we've been here. So lots of pros and cons about the place. The only thing is that I don't like how it impacts my ability to be able to make videos. Yeah, so like I was filming a video the other day and I had to retake it probably 10 times. And in the end, I couldn't use any of it because there were dogs barking. There were literally kids screaming from the daycare drop off. The road here, parents use it to park to drop off and pick up their kids. So there's kids having meltdowns like every 5 minutes from about 4:45 to 6 o'clock, which must be when the daycare stops. So it's like a witching hour for kids. I'm just glad it's not my kids that are screaming at their flipping top of their lungs anymore. And just random stuff, like it's been pretty quiet since I've been filming this. But it's just like people honking their horns and taking off around the corner at the lights. So yeah, I don't know. I like it but don't like it, so who knows, we might have a move coming up. I'm here on a 12-month lease anyway, so I don't want to pay like a break lease fee or you know, being annoying for the landlord or the real estate agent. So I think we're going to probably stick it out until the lease ends in November, which is good because I've got some pretty like strict saving goals that I'm working towards between now and October, so for the next 6 months. So we'll just see. There might be a move on the cards, there might not. But anyway, so today, anyway, after all that rambling, I've just got a few things that I want to get done. I usually do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as really flat out work days. And then Monday, it is kind of like a meal prep focused grocery shopping, meal prep type day. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it is full on working with project work, doing the external consultancy work that I do, and then also just filming, editing YouTube videos. And then on Fridays, typically I like to leave it as like a life admin type, taking care of all the things in life day. So any errands, any budgeting, any check-ins, doing all emails, all that kind of life admin-y type stuff. I also like to do a couple of like out of the ordinary cleaning things on Fridays. So some I will do like on the last Friday of every month, just as a reminder. Some I'll do on the first Friday of every month, and then I'll just do odd bits and pieces on the other things. So for example, I clean out my water filter, I clean out my coffee machine really well. I give it a nice descale, run through some vinegar water for it. Just all those kind of things, the little bits and pieces that you might be, otherwise forgetting if you didn't schedule in time to do it. But that is what we're going to be doing today. So after that little rambly explanation, I might actually chop that up into pieces and insert this footage throughout the video so it's not so boring listening to me yammer on. Anyway, let's get some life admin tasks done so we can get all of our life things back on track.
About to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Now looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make.
So if you guys watched a recent vlog that I posted, we potted up all of the Woolworths seedlings, and I thought I would just add a little celery that we have just started propagating in some water. You can just actually take your end of your celery stalk, you just put it in a dish of water, and it will just start growing itself again. So I thought that would be a cute little addition to the little herb and vegetable garden that we've got going on in the back. It's actually going out of control. It is so good. I'll go and take you out actually and show you how it's coming along. It's crazy how much. Where's Freddie? Freddie, where are you? You under there? You're hiding again, little Freddie bear. You're hiding. You love hiding under there, don't you? It's your little spot. And take your little toys in your cave. You come out and give Mummy a cuddle soon, okay? Alright. Sidetracked, Freddie. What a beautiful day. Look at that sunshine. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is literally 2 weeks ago today. 2 weeks ago today. Can you believe it? And guess who's still here? Make yourself at home, mate, why don't you? You little creeper. So the next thing that I really wanted to do was to give my closet a really good declutter. I wanted to come up with kind of a capsule closet and just to take all of the things that I wasn't wearing, and let's face it, since lockdown and working from home, I think I'm honestly wearing about 10% of the clothes in my closet on a daily basis. So what I wanted to do was not necessarily get rid of anything. I went through and did a massive declutter probably a month and a half ago, so I'm happy with the clothes that I've got that I want to keep, but I just wanted to pull out the things that I wasn't wearing, pack them up into an IKEA scub storage box and just pop them under my bed. They're still there if I need them, so if I have a special occasion or anything that I want to use a special outfit for, I can easily go and access them. But it's just taking it out from that everyday usage space, because I do only have quite a small closet or wardrobe. It's pretty much on the small side. It's no big walk-in wardrobe or anything like that. And I was finding that the things that were in there were just kind of jammed in too tight. So getting ready in the morning wasn't really a nice experience, and putting clothes away was more of a chore than it had to be. Now that I have pulled out so many of the clothes that I'm not wearing, but that I'm not ready to get rid of, it just gives that little bit of extra space so that when it does come time to put away clothes, it's a quicker, easier process. And when it does come time to getting ready in the morning, I've got less choice and less of that decision to make. So if I've got some outfits that are planned, kind of a couple of days worth of outfits there, all set up, ready to go, it just takes out one of those extra decisions that you've got to make every morning. So when you've got your morning routine and you're trying to get out the door with your kids for school drop-offs or whatever, taking that one decision out of the equation can just make so much of a difference. So definitely if you're working from home, or if you are locked down, or if you are just, staying at home, stay at home mum, you don't probably need, I'm going to say 50% to 90% of the clothes that are in your closet. So if you are struggling for space, consider packing them all up and doing a capsule wardrobe. Not getting rid of your stuff, but maybe just like putting it in rotation so that you don't have absolutely everything jammed into your closet at one time. It's definitely made a big difference, and I am hoping that it makes a little bit of difference in the morning when my boys come back next week after the holidays to the school drop-off morning routine, just making it really easy to get ready in the morning.
Standing underneath the lights, looking into each other's eyes. Tired snowflakes are coming down, collapse into water when they hit the ground. I hear the sound of empty streets, and yesterday has gone to sleep. All that's left is you and me. I can't promise you're the only thing I see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me. Let our minds be caught up in a dream. Quiet voices in the night, time is running out of sight. A lonely wind is passing by, tries to carry all the whispers that it finds. The walls are listening when we talk, making echoes as we walk.
Sit. Sit. Freddie, sit. 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 Freddie. Sit, please. Leave it.
Time is running out of sight. Lonely wind is passing by, tries to carry all the whispers that it finds. Walls are listening.
Too quick for me. Freddie. Freddie.
Making echoes as we walk. There's no one left but you and me.
Drop it, please. Drop it, please. Look at your mess. Look at this mess. The only mess inside this house is you, mister. You've got snacks, you've got toys. Where are you? Now you've gone hiding. Freddie, you cannot have the clothes peg. Come here. very much.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made-up place that only we can see.
Come on, Freddie. Freddie, come on. Freddie. This is the vegan chili I made recently, and I'm going to share it in a meal prep Monday video coming soon. I just wanted to kind of test it out. Oh, see, it's so dark in here, like no lights, so dark. And right now it's 4:45. So I've got to get on and order the groceries for Monday click and collect. So I've got to get that done today too. When my boys are away, literally I'm the most boring person to like have any kind of meal motivation or inspiration from. I just literally make one thing pretty much and I just eat it kind of all week. So yeah, this week it was this vegan chili and it was really delicious. So I'm not vegan, not vegetarian, but just been trying out some new things. So this is just ridiculously dark. I'll show you what these oat and raisin cookies turned out like. So this is kind of the consistency of those cookies. It's more like, mine turned out more like kind of bliss balls, but they're really nice. And I just kind of have been like breaking them apart and picking at them with a cup of tea or something. So definitely am enjoying these. I would like though a recipe that is more like traditional crunchy oatmeal cookie, but healthy version, like not tons of sugar and not too much fat in it. But yeah, these are delicious. So not a cookie, but yeah, like I said, more like a bliss ball kind of consistency, but baked.
Hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away.
Freddie,
Build a secret
Freddie,
place
Freddie
for
bear,
you
come
and
here.
me.
Come here, little one.
Let our minds
show me
be
your
caught
toys.
up in a
Freddie bear, come here. Come here. Come on, cutie pie. Come on, cutie.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made-up place that only we can see. I'm somewhere in the middle, try to find myself again.
Still fucking here. Buddy, just over this